Crow and Raven, Symbolism and Meanings Across Time and Cultures. Because of its black color, the crow is associated with the idea of beginning, maternal night, and primogenial darkness. Is also related with the atmosphere, which is a symbol for creative, demiurgic power and spiritual strength. Due to its flight, is also considered a messenger. The habit of eating corpses led to the association that the raven is a bird of ill omen, usually foretelling death. The crow in itself signifies the isolation of him who lives on a superior plane, being the symbolism in general of all solitary birds. For the native of North America, it is the great civilizer and the creator of the visible world. It has a similar meaning for the Germanic tribes as well as in Siberia. In Irish mythology, the Badb, also meaning crow, is a war goddess who takes the form of a crow. Badb is often identified as one of the Morina, a trio of Irish war goddesses. The Norse god Odin in his warlike aspect has a raven on each shoulder named Hugin and Munin, which are his messengers. In the rites of Mitras, initiates into the first grade of the cult wore raven masks. In Christian symbolism, the crow is an allegory of solitude and also a symbol of Satan because it feeds on carrion, equals corruption, yet it succored desert hermits such as Elijah, Antony the Great and others, bringing them bread. The crow was the first of 4 birds Noah sent forth to learn if land appeared but didn't return, presumably because it found something edible floating, which it was a good sign. The raven was occasionally said to be the companion or messenger of Apollo. In Greek and Latin, white raven was proverbial for something extremely rare or unheard of, like black swan. In Latin literature, the raven, or crow, was thought to foretell a rainstorm, and in both Greek and Roman culture, these birds, among many others, were used in augury or bird prophecy generally. Amongst the alchemists, it recovers some of the original characteristics ascribed to it by the primitives, standing in particular for nigradu, or the initial state, which is both the inherent characteristic of prime matter and the condition produced by separating out the elements, putrefactio. An interesting development of crow symbolism is the representation of it with 3 legs drawn within a solar disk. In this form it is the first of the Chinese imperial emblems, and represents Yang, or the active life of the emperor. The 3 legs correspond to the sun symbolism of the tripod, first light or rising sun, zenith or midday sun, and sunset or setting sun. There are also divine ravens who live in temple complexes and are fed by visitors. When ravens pick up food in the shadows, they are supposed to become pregnant, and then they spit out their young. The croaking of ravens is variously interpreted depending on the hour when it is heard. According to one text, croaking in the evening, from 8 to 10 o'clock, is a good sign, but if it is heard between 10 o'clock and midnight, it is a harbinger of death. In Tibetan tradition, crows and ravens are aerial emissaries for the dark, wrathful forms of deities such as Mahakala, and also messengers of the planetary gods Rahu and Sani, Saturn. As Saturday is Saturn's day, it is considered beneficial to feed raw meat to these birds on this day in order to placate the possible malevolent influences of these powerful planets.
Like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching.